Robin, and welcome inside Robin's World. I'm going to do a review on A Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. He is a writer who writes for children mostly, and my friend Paula is a huge fan. I am too, but she bought this and brought it to me at work and said, "You need to read it. It'll just take you a little bit to read it." So I took it home. I decided I better hurry up and review it so she can have her book back. It is a beautiful book, isn't it? Look at that. So, let me get my glasses on because you know I can't see. Let's see. Long Way Down. Author is Jason Reynolds. Publisher. It's published by Atheneum, an imprint of Simon & Schuster Children's Publishing Division. It has won, said the book reviewed, star reviews, I got this from Wikipedia, star reviews from Booklist, Bulletin of the Center for Children's Books, Kirkus, Hornbook, and School Library Journal. It also received numerous other awards and commendations. It was awarded the Newbery Honor, the Coretta Scott King Honor Book, the Prince Honor Book. The book also won the Walter Dean Myers Award and Edgar Award winner for Best Young Adult Fiction. It was longlisted for the National Book Award for Young People's Literature, and it was a New York Times bestseller. So, summary of this book. It's a book of poetry, which is usually not something that I'm into. Poetry just tends to be too hard for me to understand. But it starts with Will introducing himself to us. And he tells us about his brother Sean getting shot while he'd went to the store to get his mom some skin cream. And so in the neighborhood that Will is raised in, said there are 3 rules to follow. No crying, ever. No snitching, ever. And you always have to get revenge. So he's trying to follow these rules because that's what he'd been taught. He learned it from his brothers, who learned it from their dad, who learned it from his brothers, etc. So in the story, he gets inside. Well, he gets in the elevator and he's going to go down. He's on the 8th floor. So at the 7th floor, the elevator opens. And on each floor, he meets someone new. When he finally gets to the lobby, he has a decision to make. And so the whole thing is him riding in the elevator, basically. So I've got a couple of quotes or poems I'm going to read you. The first one, another thing about the rules, they weren't meant to be broken. They were meant for the broken to follow. So, and then a little bit later, another one that I liked says, well, I liked all of them, but there's a strange thing that happens in the elevator, in any elevator. Every time somebody gets in, they check to see if the button for the floor they're going to is lit. And if it isn't, they push it, and then they face the door. That's it. They don't speak to the people already in the elevator, and the people already in the elevator don't speak to the newcomer. Those are elevator rules, I guess. No talking, no looking, stand still, stare at the door, and wait. And pretty much, I think that is right. I think that's the rules we all kind of follow. We get in the elevator, look, push the button, and then you stand there awkwardly, hoping no one will talk to you. So there are the things I liked about the book. I'm going to name 3 things I liked about the book. It was easy to read, which is saying something because it was poems. It was a very emotional book. You know, he's devastated. His brother died. It talks about his mother and her devastation, but just the aesthetics of the book is really cool. I'm hoping you can pick up the pages of the book are all like that, so it looks worn, and so those are some of the things I liked about the book. And things I didn't like about the book, absolutely, there's nothing I didn't like about the book. This was a 5-star review for me, 100%, hands down, no reservations. It's one of those books that I will be thinking about for a long time. Now, the interesting thing for me about the book is Paula and I both read it, and at the end of the book, you know, there's kind of a cliffhanger, we'll just say that. And my initial reaction was he went one direction with the cliffhanger. Her reaction is no, 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 he went the other way with what he could do, because he was left with a choice to make. And it was so good. And I mean, I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to do any spoilers here, but this book was just so good. I think it would be good for anybody to read. So I'd say really young people that are in school. You know, I live in the country. My kids' school, when they were raised here, had, you know, maybe 40 people in their grade, not just the class they're in, but their entire grade. You know, 12th grade, there may have been 40 people, 50 people at the most. So didn't have all the inter school kind of stuff, big school kind of things that some schools have. But even for a small school, for the kids, I think this would be an important book to read, so they can see. It just kind of walks you through what can happen if you just follow the rules. I mean, rules are made to be broken. So I don't know. That's all I have to say about that, I guess. If you guys aren't into poetry and want to read something that's poetry, make yourself feel really smart, this book will do it for you. So thanks for the loan, Paula, and thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you've read this and what books of poetry that you guys like. If I don't know, really, if you haven't read this, you should read it, and let me know if you have, because I want other people to talk to about this book. And like my video, subscribe, and do the little bell thing so you know when I put up another video. I've been doing about one a week, but we'll see. Hopefully I can start getting a little more in than that. But that's all I have for right now. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I will do my best to let you know what I think. Bye.